Hi. I usually like to do these reflections in my car, but I have to be honest with you. It is so cold outside right now in New Jersey, where I'm talking to you from. There is no way I am staying in my car for any longer than I have to. So I came inside to do some reflecting. Today, I wanted to talk about this idea of kids working for things that they really like. I see it being used a lot in school, working for the iPad, working for screen time, working for a break. And I'm seeing it more and more with families being used at home because the families are learning it from behavioral professionals who subscribe to this compliance-based mindset. So I'll give you an example. A little boy that I was working with, minimal speaking, autistic, adorable, real high energy, and it was after school, so he was a little bit dysregulated after a really long school day, kind of all over the place, kind of par for the course. It makes sense. And when we had come in, Mom had said to him, "Remember, you're working for McDonald's." So obviously that was a deal that they had made before they came into OT. And as he was kind of bouncing around and getting his energy out, if you will, Mom had said, "That's it, no McDonald's." And the kid, right, shut up, and he came down and he sat down and paid attention. And I filed that in the back of my head for later. I am not here to criticize a parent in real time for a strategy that they use. I'm looking to change behavior over time and move away from these compliance-based strategies. So later on in the session, we were talking about school, and I asked about his school day, and she had shared that they use that strategy a lot, working for. He's working for the iPad. In fact, all of the adults in this world, they know what this kid likes, and they hold it for ransom all day long. He is always working for something that he likes. He can't just have it. He has to work for it. So enter the token economies and the star charts and all the carrots and sticks that we use to get kids to do what we want them to do. Here's the problem with that. Put yourself in that kid's shoes for a minute. Could you imagine having to work for everything that you like? That's exhausting. And it creates a really awful power dynamic where the adult has all of the power over what the kid gets. So we're teaching kids to ignore your body signals, ignore whatever you're feeling, just get the reward. Don't feel, get the iPad. And that could lead to stress, that could lead to anxiety, and that can certainly lead to big behaviors if they run out of energy and they still haven't gotten that thing that they're working for. So these compliance strategies can really destroy that feeling of felt safety, because it's not about what I feel, it's about getting that thing that I want that you're holding on to. Now, in general, kids respond well to structure and routine and boundaries. So we're not saying, oh, just give them whatever they want anytime that they want it. But this is a mindset shift. Having them working for, that makes a kid powerless. The adult has all the power. That is exhausting. Now, there is research that token economies are very effective in getting kids to comply. Okay, great. There's research that says it works. But at what cost? That's the question that we have to ask ourselves. When you lead with curiosity and when you focus on establishing felt safety and co-regulation, what we talk about on this page all the time, kids feel that and they become more cooperative and you get things done. No adult power grab needed. Cooperation over compliance is not only best practice, it's healthier. It feels better for everyone. So I encourage you to share your power with a kid. Don't hold everything they like for ransom. There are some very unhealthy, unintended consequences that come along with that working for mindset. One more thing, because I can hear the pushback already. Someone's going to say, well, what about a paycheck? We work for our paychecks. I have an infographic on my Facebook page and gregsantucci.com about that. That is a false equivalence. A paycheck is an exchange for time and expertise. So you get paid in exchange for your time and expertise. A paycheck is a contract between adult employer and adult employee. With a token system, kids have no choice. They have no ability to consent or to opt out. So we use working for a lot. My challenge to you is to not use that language anymore. Try something else. How can you go about getting a kid to cooperate by saying something different instead of just find out what they really, really like and then say, nope, you're not getting it until I say you get it. There's a better way. Give it a shot. Good luck.